Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to Unit 10, Lesson 2, Part 1. Today we're talking all about prisms and cylinders, which are more examples of three-dimensional figures. Last time we talked about cubes, which are 3D figures made of 6 square faces, and we talked about spheres, which is a three-dimensional circle, like our Earth. Now, a prism is named because it is a solid figure with two congruent, remember, same size and same shape, opposite faces, and these are called their bases. I know that sounds kind of complicated and crazy, but it's not too bad. So, for example, for the triangular prism, it was named triangular because the front base and back base are triangles that are the same size and same shape. So this became a triangular prism. So it's like they take the two bases and then they fill in the rest with rectangles. Do you notice how this front face here, this slanted side, is a rectangle? The bottom that it's sitting on is a rectangle. And it looks like a tent, actually. So like the left flap over here of the tent would be a rectangle. But it's named a triangular prism because of this front base and back base. The rectangles are just used to connect it. So here we have an example of 6 different prisms. And remember, the way that they name the prism is by naming the shape of the base first, and then they use it to name the prism. So again, the rectangles are used to connect all prisms. You'll notice that around the bodies of these prisms, we have all rectangles. Okay? So this first one, I'm going to look at the shapes that are not rectangles. And remember, they're going to be the two same size, same shape on the opposite sides. So let's count this shape here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is an octagon. So its base shapes are octagons. And so this prism is called an octagonal prism. So again, they're using the bases to name the prisms. So for the next one, once you figure out these two bases and what shape they are, you use that shape to name the prism because it is a 3D figure. So the shape here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That's a pentagon. So the 2D shape is a pentagon, but because it's formed into a 3D figure, the bases are pentagons, which makes it a pentagonal prism. Very unique names. This next one, so again, I have to have the rectangles all around its body, but the two base faces are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So that is a hexagon. And because the bases are hexagons, that makes this a hexagonal prism. All right, let's go on to the next one. So here we have the rectangle around the body, but the two base shapes are 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, which is a quadrilateral, but I noticed that this is specifically a trapezoid. So if our base shapes are trapezoids, that makes this one's really fun to say, trapezoidal prism. Sounds like I'm making words up, but I'm not. They've named it this because the base shapes are trapezoids, so it becomes a trapezoidal prism because it's a 3D figure. All right, so this next one, we have rectangles around the outside, but the two congruent opposite faces are triangles. So those are the bases. So because the bases are triangles, that makes this another triangular prism. This one's specifically a right triangular prism because we notice there's a right angle in the corner there. And then last but certainly not least, you'll notice that the bases on this prism are rectangles. So the whole thing is one gathering of a rectangle party. So if all of the faces are rectangles, none of the other bases are different, we call this a rectangular prism. So some of you might be wondering, why didn't they call a cube a square prism? Great question. I still don't know the answer to that one. But if you notice all of the prisms or all of the shapes on a prism are rectangles, you have yourself a wonderful rectangular prism. Now that you know all about prisms, we are going to talk about cylinders. Now, a cylinder is another type of solid figure, and it looks like this, where it has the two circle bases and then a round body connecting those two circle bases. So, some real-life examples of cylinders. One is a soup can. A soup can is a 3D figure called a cylinder. Another example would be our garbage cans are shaped like cylinders. I've seen a lot of your water bottles lately that if they're the glass kind, those are shaped like cylinders. A tube of chapstick is shaped like a cylinder. So you can see these 3D figures popping up all over in our lives. Now, cylinders and prisms are alike in that the bases are congruent. So that means the bases are the same size and same shape. So just like on the prisms we were looking at on the previous page, the bases on a cylinder are also congruent. Another way that they are similar is that they are connected along the edge by another face. So the prisms we were looking at were all connected by rectangles, whereas this one is connected by a round body. Now, they're different in that the curved surface of a cylinder that connects the base has no edges. So on the previous page, I showed you that the rectangles that are connecting the bases do have edges, whereas the cylinder has a curved surface that does not have any edges. Now on this page, I have a variety of different nets, which remember is like you took the shape and you unfolded it and laid it out on a desktop or somewhere. And I have the 3D figures. This is a matching activity. So we're going to match the net on the left side to the correct solid on the right side. Now I'm going to start this activity and then you're going to finish it to complete your ticket for today. So for number 1, I noticed that the bases are 6 sides, which makes it a hexagonal prism. Remember, the rectangles are what connect the bases, but you use the bases to name the shape. So this is a hexagonal prism. So off to the right, I'm looking for a hexagonal prism. Oh, I found it. Shape C would match net 1. So I'm going to draw a line connecting 1 to letter C. Now on these other nets, you are going to complete now match net 2, 3, 4, and 5 to their correct solids. Additionally, if you can and you recognize it, I'd like you to try naming the 3D figure as well. So your ticket today is to name the solid figure that's formed and match the net to its correct solid.